Before we get started, Memphis, Tennessee area, 11th through the 13th of April 2014, we're having the biggest, I think, tiny house hands-on building workshop ever. So many guest speakers, 3 days, you can camp out. We're building 3 different structures now, and 6 tiny houses. You shall be touring. Yoda speak. Also check out my book, available on Amazon.com, Tiny Houses and Cabins.
Hey, I'm Derek Dietrichson from RelaxShacks.com here in sunny, balmy Washington, D.C. It's actually warmed up just a little bit. Here with Jay Austin from the Boneyard Studios crew. It's boneyardstudios.com, right? He's going to show us his super awesome tiny house here in the heart of the city. Graveyard behind us, actually, which I've seen online. It's actually pretty picturesque. A lot of people think, oh, you live near a graveyard, zombies, trioxin leaks, that kind of thing.
I'm gonna spin around.
Pretty peaceful and tranquil out here. There you go. Why do they put fences around graveyards, Joe Cooper? People are dying to get in. All right. Bad jokes. All right. For starters, before we head inside, I just wondered if you could just tell us a little bit about the outside siding.
Yeah, absolutely. This is Shosugibon. It's a charred cedar wood. So just put down a bunch of boards, about 200 boards, burn them with a few flamethrowers. Tack them right up. They get a little bit of natural Brazilian rosewood oil to protect the soot from coming off. And it's just kind of a natural weatherproofing, insect-proofing, fireproofing method, a Japanese technique.
Okay. Time-consuming? Yeah, no?
Fun. I mean, time-consuming, but definitely fun.
Yeah, okay.
The front is not been oiled yet, hence the soot.
Yeah. All right. Now, the overall, can we move inside?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's cold. The overall square footage.
The inside is about 150 square feet. That does not include the porch, which is about another 30, 40 square feet.
It looks quite a bit bigger. I mean, because I'm seeing right here you have quite a lofty ceiling. Was like
Yeah, so flat roof definitely helps. It's about the height of a normal tiny house, about 13.6 from the ground.
Okay.
The skylight does go a little bit above that, but just
yeah.
the flat roof dimensions kind of I think help a lot with the feeling of openness. Definitely big windows as well. The skylight, obviously.
Well, the natural light coming in kind of tricks the mind.
A lot of optical illusions.
As they say, you got your ladder over here. I see separate, so you can throw it. Oh, actually,
Yeah, so that
what
just
are these rare earth magnets over there?
Yes, it clicks on pretty tight.
All right, all right.
That's actually not clicked on well, but
As he falls to his doom.
I've fallen off it once.
Have you? Okay,
it was not fun at all.
Everyone has, yeah.
Basically, kind of kick back like that.
All right. What I like about this is, a lot of the ladders I see for tiny houses are made of like 2x12s and these big bulky things. You need a front end loader to move. And this is nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Nice and light. Now, design inspiration-wise, just curious, what were you going for? Because you have a certain architectural flair. This is even design in here is pretty cool.
Yeah, it was I was going for rustic modern may have been, the initial inspiration, and kind of deviated maybe a little bit from there, but wanted a lot of natural textures, the earth and plaster, some wood grain, just, I wanted a lot of neutral colors as well, a lot of grays, a lot of blacks. I felt like if I were to paint an entire house green, it might look great for a few days, but I'd be tired of the green day 4, so, subtle textures, switch up the linens if necessary, and that'll give the whole place kind of a different look without having to worry about what matches.
Yeah, gray goes
with
just about anything.
Yeah.
Now, you have quite a few space-saving little tricks. I wonder if you could point out a few of them that you're particularly fond of. I noticed the IKEA style, the magnetic,
magnets are a minimalist, dream. I mean, you could just kind of tease, just tack around here, a bunch of spices over here, and then of course, jars all throughout the place that,
I like your array of fruit and veggies here.
Yes.
It's art in and of itself. My house is just like a basket of Twinkies and Twix bars, and no, not really.
So I'm a vegan, so I have to keep a lot of fresh food around, fruits. Really, don't really need a large refrigerator.
Oh, okay, down here,
yeah. So tiny little fridge. It's actually not even plugged in right now because
it's cold out.
Yeah,
you can just drill a hole through the back to the outside, uncork it, let the air in. I've seen that done actually. I'm not joking.
I was actually using an icebox for a while out there, just keeping it winter outside, But yeah, so don't need a large refrigerator. Just need to kind of keep a few things cold.
Got the induction
stovetops work great. Very energy efficient. Also very safe. If you take the so right now it's heating the kettle. Take the kettle off within a few seconds. It'll just turn right off.
Now basically with these they heat. Whatever happens to be but not the air, or what's the?
So they heat. I'll show you right here. They're heating only the surface right underneath the
Okay, yeah.
So, you know, normal, I'm gonna look closer. A normal gas range will heat, you know, the air underneath of the pot, whatever.
Which is wasteful.
Which is totally wasteful,
Yeah.
right? You know, heating the air. This you can see is
wow.
only heating right here. This is totally cool to the touch all around. Now, if I were to warm up a little bit from, if it's warming up, it's from the ambient, you know, kind of. Now, if I were to push this over here, it's still going to heat over there within about 3-4 seconds. This is now cold to the touch.
That's amazing. That like heated up in seconds.
Yeah. So very energy efficient. It's, I mean, it's probably burning the burning it right now, but
Are they expensive? If you don't mind me asking.
no. So these actually got on sale, but they were, you know, so they were on sale for $70 each.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
And retail, I think, was maybe $140. So
Okay.
no, I mean for a totally, you know, operational burner,
Yeah, yeah.
these were $140 together.
Okay, now people are going to ask, not to jump around here too much, but they always ask, what about the facilities, you know? I always joke the number one question is the number two question.
Yes. So and this is actually an incomplete bathroom, of course. Shower head, it's a ½ gallon per minute, low flow shower head, all rainwater, water heater back behind it that heats it up fairly well. You can pull the towel off. You know, so I'm not gonna let the canvas too wet, but totally operational right now. There is a bucket composting toilet over there.
Right.
Whether it'll be, you know, it's not very elegant right now, it's just the bucket. I'll probably build some frame around it, make, you know, a nice little seat, make it as functional as I can. Whether I will be sticking with that, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, the bucket and sawdust works well. I haven't really seen any other options that I'm really a fan of, but keeping my eye out for something.
Yeah. Now I noticed, I've seen this one a couple times, it's smart because this, you know, really isn't load bearing. This is just 3/4 of an inch wide instead of actually framing out a shower wall, which would be wasteful in space.
Right, absolutely.
It's just the actual plywood itself.
Yep.
Another trick, which I really like, is up here, this being steel, which at first Art and I walked in, this is Art from Tumbleweed, by the way, and as we walked in, we thought this was wood, but it's not. It's steel, super
definitely
strong,
want to build a,
and it saves you some headroom. If it were 2x4s, yeah, you know.
And that was the main consideration was, you know, I mean, obviously that's a little bit the cost, but, you know, additional headroom, just more security up top, and then found out later, you know, it's also magnetic, which works great for the magnets up there.
All right, so you got a little heater in here as well.
Yep.
Is this your heat source? Or?
Yeah, total heat source.
And your bar.
Little electric fireplace and bar up top. That heats it really well. I mean, right now it's, you know, 15, 20, 25 degrees out, so colder in here than it would normally be. Normally, you know, 30, 40 degree days or nights, I'll throw that on for 15 minutes, maybe half hour tops, and it heats up the place. And then I also have an electric blanket up top, so normally I'll leave that off during the night and just turn on the blanket.
And a little solar gain, I'd imagine, from the from the skylight.
There's also a the skylight is a solar powered open close. So
no way. All right.
So it's very easy to. Gets a little too bright. You want to sleep in a little bit. Just have that open and close. Moves a little slowly, but it's all solar powered. So.
Well, the great thing too is in the summer, if it gets hot in here, being where it is, you open that skylight, crank it open. You have.
I tried a few months of last summer without one of those, and it just wants so much heat in. So. That doesn't.
But I'm even saying crank it open, let all the
rises. Definitely vents out.
Let it escape as well. You got a lot of windows in here, which makes it, like I said, feel much more open too. You get a lot of sunlight here too.
Yeah.
So, now, I always ask this question, while building this place, I know there's still a few things you haven't finished as of yet, but are there any mistakes or things like, God, I'd never do that again? This is the stuff I like hearing, I think for people watching, like, oh, okay, mental note, I'll learn from this guy's mistakes, not to do this and that.
I'm trying to think of, I mean, there are regrets I have. I might have built it actually a little bit smaller. I might have done something different with the exterior, probably kept the Shosugi bond, but maybe a different kind of look to it. My main regret is honestly probably the floors. They are not hardwood floors. They have kind of a hard look to them.
Just laminate?
Yeah, just laminate. I did that also for height considerations. You know, hardwood's going to be a little bit thicker, so I thought a little more room underneath the loft. And you know, I mean, I like the aesthetic of them, but they do scratch a little bit more easily. They're a little bit colder. And
lighter though, you know, if you're to...
They are lighter, yeah. So, you know, it was a trade-off, and I knew kind of the pros and cons of it before deciding on it, but... like they're, you know, a little, like a scratch right there. You can see going. That was actually when the ladder fell.
Make sure you zoom in on the scratch, Jeff. No, I didn't notice that. You know,
but you know, things like that I can't stand
you
out.
You can touch them up later with a thin coat or something.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta ask, what's this? What's this little lever down here?
So all the water is frozen right now. Otherwise, I'd have a flow coming out of here. So right now it's just a trickle. Water's not frozen, but this is the the faucet. So,
Oh.
you know, no hands needed. So if I'm looking to fill up, you know, a glass, it's just
So it's just a foot
right
pump,
under.
RV
Yep.
style for. Okay.
Yep, and works really well for conserving water. You know, it's because it's all rainwater. Don't want
Do
to.
they custom sell foot pumps? I've seen all the hand pump ones, which is a pain because you're trying to wash something while pumping water. You only can do it with one hand.
Right, right.
So that's okay. That's a
Yeah,
custom.
that was I forgot where that was. You know, something online. Just it wasn't, you know, custom built for this purpose, but yeah, it came with the, I believe, came with the faucet, and you know, does a good job. It's not ideal when filling a big pot. You know, I might get a little.
Yeah.
There's no lock down there, so I might get a little brick.
Week
or something
later,
to
his
put there,
beard's,
but-
his beard's filling out. Like, oh, well, now I can start my pasta. All right, Jay, thank you so much for the tour. Again, it's boneyardstudios.com.
That's all.
I'm Derek Dietrichson. Thanks for joining us, and we'll
Thank
see
you.
you around.